I'm Pern.
And I'm Dave.
Welcome to the show, where we talk about everything from movies, music, sports, and TV.
And stories from the rest of our lives.
Things we don't talk about are politics and religion.
And this is how we all stay friends.
Okay, let's talk. Joanne is back. Yay! Joanne is back on the episode tonight.
I'm so excited.
We're excited too. Welcome back. I can't believe you actually came back for a second round of this.
How could I not? I had so much fun.
Put you right to work too.
So much fun. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I've had a busy. I'm right up front. I've had a busy day. I had to drive. I was in the car for almost 2.5 hours today for an hour-long first aid CPR AED training.
Fun.
And then had to drive all the way back in time just to get back here. So I'm a little in loopy land right now. So I'm letting Dave full disclosure, letting Dave drive the episode
this will be
tonight.
The chaos. Yes.
So I'll just be in the background going, yeah, mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah.
I finally
like
do have some house stuff because last week we didn't have any. I didn't have any real house stuff.
Oh,
to do.
Yeah, okay.
It was
let's
chaos.
Get right into it. What happened at the house?
Well,
let's go.
So we've been shoveling out the basement because of just everything that's in there, and the craft area was the worst because it just kept collecting stuff.
Wait, didn't you just buy like 9,000 pounds of ribbon?
Yeah.
So that all needed to be organized and put into this area. But the actual area was still full of fabric and all the other miscellaneous craft things we've started and hasn't really gotten a handle on. So we organized all of it.
Nice.
And we rearranged everything, moved things out, and we finally got it all straightened out. 3.5 days straight of that kind of putting all this together. And we finally got it all swept out, cleaned out, taken care of, and we can actually find stuff and do stuff. Now, the table...
Which I saw the baskets on the table. That picture you sent
me. But that huge craft table,
yeah,
it is huge and it lights up in the middle so that I can do my stained glass. And so I had a list of everything that we do for our craft stuff that we organized while it's in there. We do Christmas ornament making, which Lisa has sent you some, right? Pern?
Yeah.
You've gotten
I've
some.
got some ornaments. They're hanging on my tree every year.
Right.
So this is his crafting here. I'm showing Joanne's picture. You talk. I'm showing Joanne.
Yeah, jewelry making, crochet, sewing. There's been doll making and making of the Mickey ears. We have clay. There's the stained glass, 3D printing, painting, needlepoint, and bead weaving.
I think Dave needs some more hobbies.
I think we need to throw in gardening in there too, but that's not down there.
I think now that Dave's family has moved out and he has space, I can move in.
Oh, is that it?
And use the craft area.
There's a room.
There you go.
There's a room available.
Excellent.
Until my mom moves in. It's open. So that's perfect.
Okay.
Cool.
Next time.
And so then I'm so I was driving in to Leesburg just yesterday, Jesus. And
Jesus
I
has
noticed
nothing to do with it.
On the side of the road, just bits and parts of car, and had this whole flashback of the deer, right?
You hitting, yeah.
And the weirdest thing was there was a bear dead on the side. It was a black bear.
In Leesburg, where?
Oh,
it was in between the last exit of Purcellville and Hamilton.
Oh,
so it was right in between there. And it was a sizable one. It wasn't a cub, but it also wasn't a full size. So, but he was big, and he did some serious damage because there was a lot of car parts left.
That's crazy.
But yeah, he was face down in the shoulder, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Who takes care of the bear?
What do you mean? Like highway gets it?
Highway.
Come get him.
Yeah, there's a disposal.
VDOT will have to come
thing. Yeah, you call it in and they come and get it. They do deer too.
They do a deer and raccoons and larger.
It is sad. It's very sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
And then also I have...
Great way to kick off the show, Dave.
Fucking
hell.
I was just surprised that there was that kind of...
And now there's a dead bear on the side of the road. Yogi ate it, literally.
Just bit it.
Just bit it.
So then also I have to worry about Lisa now. because I have a story where, honestly, I have to question whether or not I can leave her alone. So I might be bringing her with me. She was making breakfast the other day.
She's not going to Yoko the show.
No.
I thought that was my job.
Yes. Well, you've already been twice, so it's cool.
Okay.
You've been checked, vetted. So she's making breakfast, and she reaches in. She goes, "Oh my gosh, is this cream cheese okay?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? I just
That's
got
not cream cheese. That's guacamole."
It wasn't cream cheese. It was sour cream. And she was stirring it up, and she goes, "It kind of has a whipped cream consistency." And I went, "No, that's the sour cream." I said, "The cream cheese is right here." And I went in, and so the cream cheese and the sour cream come in almost the same sized container.
Okay.
But of course, one has Philadelphia cream cheese on the side of it,
right?
And the other one says
logo,
sour cream, for God's sake.
Yeah.
But yeah, when she reached into it, she thought it was bad bad cream cheese, and I was like, "Those consistencies are completely off."
Lisa, in your defense, I'm with you. I think he's being a little harsh on you.
Okay, that's not the only time she's done that. That was the second time she's done that.
Okay,
and the last time,
Lisa, I was on your side for a minute.
It was. This is really watery cream cheese, and I go, "Are you sure you have the right one?"
What is going on with cream
sour
cheese?
Cream.
And
I was like, "Oh my God!"
Up.
Yeah, she had it mixed up.
Okay.
Again. So yeah.
Oh.
So that was fun.
I think she just has a white substance problem.
Maybe. Well, she has food issues anyway, but yeah,
snorting something.
She's definitely on something. Yes.
Your cocaine's on a comeback.
So that was is that it?
Yeah.
So I understand that we had a lot of corrections.
Yes. Okay. So do you have the list?
I have one, but go ahead.
I was listening to the podcast yesterday, of course, the second it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And she posted on Facebook.
I had to post all of the things
checking
that were requested.
I missed the Facebook
There were
post.
like 9 of them.
Wow.
She was post after post after post after post. I'm like, oh my gosh.
And
oh my goodness.
Can you go down the list? Do you remember what the stuff was?
I can pull it up on my phone.
Oh, okay.
One was the root beer.
Yeah. What about the
made
root beer?
With honey.
Oh yeah, made with honey.
Correct.
The Sprecher's was made with honey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And I really want to try that now.
Oh, the cream soda.
It was pretty good.
Or the root beer.
The root beer. I love
the
root beer.
Sprecher's root beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Then,
I don't have any of that.
Then you were discussing. I believe the root beer, Dave, you were trying to find was Dominion Brewery, or they were brewery, but they make the root beer and they were in Ashburn. They got sold to a different place.
Company in Maryland.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their root beer is really good.
Right.
Yeah, really good.
Which we tried that in the taste test.
I believe it said it was made from a Civil War recipe or
colonial
colonial recipe or something.
Okay.
That was that one.
Okay. I gotcha. What else
Goofy's name was Dippity Dog.
Oh.
Dippity Dog.
Dippity Dog.
I don't think so.
Oh, do we have a master debate going on here?
Dippity Dog.
Is this a master
the
debate?
Sheriff. Remember the
Dippity
sheriff
Dog was the sheriff.
Deputy Dog.
Joanne.
Deputy
Dog.
Dippity.
Dippity Dog?
Yeah,
I don't know what a dippity
know, but
Joanne's going to have to fact check
I'm
her
gonna have
fact
to
check.
fact check my fact
Where's your
check.
phone? Get your phone out.
I did use AI.
Well, isn't everything AI now? When you Google it, it comes back and
Yes.
it says the AI response is
Usually I double check the
tacos
AI
weigh
though.
2 ounces.
That's right.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, so I will double check my fact check.
Dippity Dog.
Oh, you are correct. It says here.
Wait, what? Oh my gosh,
Goofy's
what's going
official
on
name-
here?
It's
My
an
head is
instant
spinning.
correction.
My head is spinning.
Goofy's official name is Gigi Goof.
Gigi Goof.
He was originally named Dippy Dog.
Dippy Dog.
Dippy Dog.
But
So you're both
later
right.
named Goofy by 1950s was referenced by George G. Geef, who was the creator.
Oh, okay. Well, so you're both sort of right.
Yes.
So
Okay. I'll
take
Gigi
that.
Goof
Gigi,
was
yes.
what I had mentioned. but
but
that's
then,
where I
but
got
it was
that.
a
but
dippity something. Okay, all right. Well, there we
I
go.
didn't have the Dippity Dog.
Okay, what
in
else did
mind.
we have on the correction list?
It's Route 11 potato chips.
And I was
Yes.
going to get you a bag of those today because we were going to Costco and they have them at Costco.
They are
then,
the sweet potato ones are my
Yes.
absolute favorite.
Really?
And I don't know if you can anymore, but you used to be able to go to their factory
Yeah, and do a tour.
and do a tour.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, they're right down
yeah.
the road from here.
Mhm,
Oh, they
on
are.
Route 11.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And then there was something else I forgot.
Hold on, I'm looking for the thing. It says
I can do mine.
got Dippity Dog. Oh, the Jones Soda.
Jones Soda. I don't think Does it say you can
It
buy
says
it
look
at
for
Target?
Jones Sodas at major retailers like Target, Walmart, and Kroger. Okay, that's all the major food chains. We talked about your horror and horror.
Yes, please, everyone, go to the Facebook page and listen to the differences between horror and horror.
Horror and horror.
Determine who is correct.
Horror or horror.
Horror.
The correct pronunciation is horror.
Horror. Okay, all right. Well, we got,
okay, I got to fix my
got
vernacular.
favorite chips. I got that one. Then the pronunciation horror. Oh, the McDonald's Halloween.
Yes.
So yeah,
Oh
so
my gosh,
I didn't see
excited.
that. So what's the deal with that?
So
because
yes.
the past couple of years they've had Halloween buckets, but do you remember the coupon packs that you used to be able? Okay,
for $1, it was $1.
Okay,
so you'd drive through McDonald's. Your mom on the night of Halloween would just be like, "I need 50 coupons or whatever to get out instead of candy." They still have them, and they're still $1.
Wow.
You can't really buy anything for $1 at McDonald's anymore.
But you kind of
but doesn't it say good for a free small French fry or something like that, or a free small cone?
Yeah, I thought they
I think that's
you
what
gave
it's.
away the
I thought it was $1 for a pack
like
of 5
kid's cone or something.
for a kid's cone or kids French fries.
Yeah, small fry.
That would be good because that was so fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that.
And you had the little ticket book, and you just tore them off and give the kids and here, go get an ice cream or a French fries.
Also, I did used to appreciate getting a nice toothbrush at Halloween.
A nice toothbrush. Only you.
Only you.
I don't know why. I love a nice toothbrush.
Only you. So my next door neighbors, apparently, he's a doctor and he's now retired. And apparently he used to give out toothbrushes at Halloween.
It's amazing.
From what I've heard in the neighborhood. So that was before we moved in, years ago.
Yeah,
so
he's insane.
Yeah, that was fun.
Right, giving toothbrushes. And again, how do we know it was invented in West Virginia? Sorry, okay, that's an old joke. That's a throwback joke.
Throwback.
Because if it was invented anywhere else, it'd be a teeth brush.
Not
a toothbrush.
I did LOL to that the first time.
You did the first time?
Yeah.
I can't believe I got Dave to laugh on that one the first time, too.
West Virginia.
Because it's very rare for me to get a legit laugh out of him. And the chuckle, it was like, I'm proud of that
moment. There's a lot out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of West Virginia stuff.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
Oh my gosh!
Was that all?
Yeah, I think that was it for our corrections. That was all the corrections.
Thank you for keeping me busy.
That is good, right? Yes. Well, we do you proud.
I could tell.
So I had the one where it was the Honeycombs character. That looks like the
Labubu
dumbasses dolls.
Labubus.
Yeah, and it does, and it's called his name was Crazy Craving. Right. That was the character. And he was actually modeled after a wild-haired Tasmanian tiger.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you follow us on Instagram, you can go to @PernandDave on Instagram. Yeah. And Dave is one of our followers. He's Dave at Dave from Pern&Dave.
Right.
And that's his. And he posted the picture of, why didn't you tag the Pern&Dave with that?
I don't know.
Because I don't know how to do that. Because you don't know how to do that.
I haven't done that yet. I'll do that next time.
We're ancient.
Yeah, sorry.
We barely know how to turn our phone on.
You're lucky I was able to put an inset picture inside of that picture. I was trying to figure it all out.
Impressive.
Going back around Christmas, Joanne, we were looking into adding more video content, just like things happening. And Dave he records this video of him, like some food he made, and just sends me the video. Like, okay, well, here, now you deal with it. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this?
I think
one of us should figure it out.
This is an excellent job for one of your children, Pern.
Yes,
you would think.
None of them are on social media though, so
but they don't have to be.
They would get it a lot easier than
Dave.
They
could do all the steps, and then you can post
For me,
it.
it's a time consumption thing. I'm already editing the show and doing all the post production.
You'd think with my technical background that I would have
just putting the post up. Yeah, you think Dave?
I am a programmer. You think that I would know how to do shit like that?
That's your job.
This
is your fun job.
Yes,
but still, it should translate over to this.
You would
fun
think.
Job.
You would think.
It should.
You would think.
You would think. Okay. Did you get box office numbers this week?
I did actually. Okay. We didn't have
everything
a lot of
stayed
movement.
the same, right?
Yeah,
Lilo
we didn't have
and Stitch
much.
Stayed number 1 for third week in a row.
Yes, it did. But Ballerina snuck in there at
how
number
did that
2.
do?
24. Right? And that was supposed to be a big
thought
John Wick thing.
Yeah,
right?
stronger opening than that. I would have thought like 70s, 80s.
Because John Wick wasn't number 1. Like he wasn't the main.
Because he's a supporting character in it, and it was a branch off movie. But that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen it? Did the reviews any good?
It before.
Oh, Ballerina?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ballerina with a B?
Yeah, that was really loud though. That was a really loud
Ballerina.
Ballerina. Like, yes, it's a bouncy ballerina.
Fix it in editing.
I'll fix it. I'll go back and post. I'll get that. I'll fix it in post. That's fine.
Yeah, and then so that one. But But yeah, Lilo got 32, Ballerina got 24, then Mission Impossible 14.8, Karate Kid fell again to 8.5, and then Final Destination 6.4.
Gotcha. Which Final Destination? So Warner Brothers has had a pretty solid year so far with the Minecraft movie, and then with Sinners, and what was the other one? I don't know, but then Superman's their next one that's coming out. And they're really banking on the, is it Peter Gunn? Is that the director?
Yep. Yeah.
No. Is that his name or is it James Gunn? Gunn. Which guy's the guy on the Top Model show?
Peter Gunn is the musician.
Who's the who?
James Gunn. Peter Gunn is the musician, the theme song.
Oh, yeah. Dun, dun, dun,
yeah,
dun,
there we
dun,
go.
Dun, yeah, okay. That's Peter. So, and who's the guy on America's Next Top Model with Heidi Klum? Who's that guy? Isn't it something Gunn?
Yes.
I don't know what his name is.
Marshall.
Hey, Joanne, fact check.
I will fact check that.
You got to be on the ball here.
Oh my gosh.
You got to fly. You got to figure that out, man.
He's a Gunn also.
Tim Gunn.
Tim Gunn. Yes, Tim Gunn. She gets so excited on the mic. It's so funny.
When she has the answers.
Tim Gunn. Oh, I got it.
Buzz in next time, please.
Because I can't remember so much, and when I remember something, I get
she
super
gets so excited. She does.
That's how we feel too when we remember stuff. That's how it works.
Remember that time when we talked about that thing? Yes. I remember now.
I did check some numbers, and you'll be interested to know your Terrifier 3 did better than The Substance.
Ooh.
And The Substance was Grammy nominated, right?
Oscar nominated? Was the music in it nominated for a Grammy?
Was it?
Best soundtrack?
I'm sorry,
I don't know.
I didn't. I mixed up
Oscar. You meant Oscar.
Oscar nominated.
Yeah. So Terrifier did more than Substance.
Yeah, 89 to 77. Crazy. So yeah, that was kind of cool.
Was that good, Substance?
It's a very interesting watch. You have to be in a very specific mood to watch it because it's twisted. Very twisted. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I like horror movies.
I was going to say, is there a lot of horror in that?
There is some horror in it.
Yeah.
It's more grossy stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of like, ooh. Yeah, it's kind of just,
So I have other entertainment news. The new season of Wednesday is coming out.
Finally.
Part 1 is August 6th. Part 2 is September 3rd. And the big news was that the first 6 minutes was on preview all over the place. And it's actually pretty good. Just the first 6 minutes was pretty good.
Ooh, it's like going on Amazon to read the first 3 pages of a book.
Yes, so you can really get.
Does Amazon still do that for books on
I
there?
think so. Yeah,
where you can read the first like 3 to
preview.
5 pages to see if you're like into it.
Really
before
like it. How do you really? You can't really get into a story like that fast.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, if you really got to paint the picture early to really draw them in.
Her hair flowed down her back like a.
Yeah, it's all going to be
one of
the
those type of books.
First 3 paragraphs of the book.
And his throbbing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And have a Minecraft got huge, 951 million.
Yay.
But there was a listing that I didn't understand. I looked at the movies for 2025 for this year, and there is a movie that made $1.8 billion with a B, and is holding number 1 for worldwide. It's called Nazaya 2.
I don't know what that is.
Out of China.
Oh, wow.
And all of the 1.8 billion of it
sure that
actually was in China.
Billion yen?
I don't know. It's they're of course comparing apples to apples.
So you looked international,
I did. Well, I did it for everything because worldwide. That's why 951 is Minecraft.
Yeah.
But twice as much for this other movie. And it was like, what the heck is this movie about?
Yeah.
It will be
and of course there'd be a lot of
nominated
reading, so I would have a problem with it.
Yeah, you and reading.
And it looks like the MCU is releasing another one.
That would be the Marvel Universe people?
Yeah, that's Marvel
Cinematic
On June
Universe.
24th, you got Ironheart coming out, which is starting that whole young blood Avengers kind of scenario where it's the young Avengers, I think.
Yep.
So, yeah, and I think that's the last one before they can do that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So
well, I'm not tapped into the Marvel Universe. So.
I'm just throwing it out there because I know you're not.
It was interesting what you said last week about them having to do something every certain number of years to keep the trademark going.
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had always wondered. Yeah.
That's why there's always a Frankenstein version out.
Okay.
So that Universal can hold on to Frankenstein and Dracula.
Interesting.
That's why Nosferatu came out, which is attached to Universal.
Right.
So that they can throw the Dracula
off of the
on
same
that.
character.
Right. And Wolfman,
so
you always get a crappy Wolfman movie
some crap.
or something.
What
so they can hold it on to
what
it.
was that Wolfman movie that came out last fall?
It was
who was in that? It didn't do well.
I can see his face.
Jack
I know.
Nicholson.
I can see his face
No, that's the
too.
one.
That was the one in
that
our
was the one
generation.
from the 80s.
That was the dumbest
the
one.
80s or 90s, yeah. Jack Nicholson and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Valencia, freaking A.
Oh,
Torre?
Benicio
Del
Toro.
Del Toro, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Toro.
Yeah, he was a werewolf. Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha.
And it was just wolf. Or no, that was the one we were talking about.
Gotcha.
The Jack Nicholson one was
Yes,
wolf.
Wolf. It was just Wolf.
Yeah.
I remember the poster for that. Wolf.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on? Can we finally officially call it this early that Epic Universe is the Epic Fail-averse?
Okay.
Oh,
It depends, right?
Can we say that? Yeah.
You brought up the fact that if it rains, the park is useless.
The park is
Really?
completely
And you've
useless
seen
when
a
it
lot of
rains,
that because
but all
seven-
but 2 rides closed down.
7 of 11 rides closed because they're
Because of
outside
rain.
rides. They
Wait.
close.
Yeah.
We always went to the amusement park in the rain.
Of course. I rode a crap load of stuff in the rain
I rode
when
stuff
we were
at Disney Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
That one, the
Yes.
spinner one outside of the
Of
dinosaur one
course.
that like spins you in different. I rode that in the rain and thought I was going to get fly off the tracks and lose
A
my
lot
life.
of them is
I was
because
like
they're
terrified.
on tracks. And
Yeah.
when
But
they're
that's
on
the
tracks,
best time.
they can slide off the
No,
track.
that's-
Easily.
What is
Yes,
going on with
rubber,
people today?
water, metal.
Yeah,
it can, and
there's a
wet.
lot to
Oh,
that. It-
yeah, it
yeah,
slip
it
right
does
off.
not
Boom.
I
hold
don't
it
believe
very
it.
well.
Pop
I
right
don't
off.
believe it.
Yep, like a bottle cap.
Like a-
flying
just
off
fly
top of a
right
bottle
off.
in a haunted
Right
house.
we've
off
seen
the
it.
bottle.
Yep.
Just seen it. Yeah, so there's a lot to that because a lot of people are saying that. And you mentioned the steps before.
Yep.
There's
Steps,
been
way too many
mixed about the
steps.
food, but there's also a problem with there's no shade either.
Yeah.
The trees haven't matured
Well, and that was
yet.
also part of the rain thing because the rain, they said when it starts raining, there's only 2 or 3 places you can go to
Get
get
away
cover
from
out
it.
of the rain that is actually open.
You're not
and then
supposed to
there's
get
not.
underneath a tree when it rains.
Well, yes,
exactly,
but there's
but there's
also
not enough
not any kind of
places.
under like
Wow.
So I'm
walkways
calling
or
it. I'm
anything.
coining it right now. The Epic Fail-averse.
I would have to say that they've got to figure it out. Like
Yeah.
they were going to have to figure out how to deal with crowds when those things happen, because when rain does come through the Florida area, it's quick.
It's quick, yeah.
and
Now,
through.
if Epic Universe would like to fly us down to do our own inspection,
I would
think that's a
love
great
to
idea.
show
Our-
that. Yes,
we would be more than happy to give our honest
feel
review
very, very good about that.
about the
yes.
Epic Universe. If,
And
the
the
Epic Universe, if
food.
we've offended the Epic Universe by calling them the Epic Fail-averse,
then you get on
if
that.
you wanted to switch us on that, more than happy to
Right.
fly us down and give us some VIP tour.
If
Right.
you were on social media, you could
I
Insta
mean, we are.
or tweet that. Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So go
Right.
on and do like.
Maybe you should
Videos.
start handling our social media.
Yes, we
I
need
just
someone to
signed up for
manage
something
that.
really big.
You're
and,
doing all of it, right? Corrections,
Corrections,
media.
now social
all of
media.
When I retire,
Yes,
I
there
will
it
do
is.
that.
That'll be perfect.
Got it.
So, well, if we, yes, this is still a
2050.
thing.
2050. Wow.
Well, Disney's got its own problems because it seems like they have had a lot of bad press on everything that's closing.
Yeah.
They've been they just closed Muppet 3D.
I know, that was so sad.
They're
My
looking to
my
close.
niece went to it last day because she's at Disney University right now,
Right.
and she was there on last day. And she took a little picture out front, like, oh, last day.
Yeah, last day. Okay,
Muppets.
but
And who was the
weird
last
thing
person to
was,
go through the line?
There was a lot. Oh, it was the daughter.
It was Jim Henson's
Jim
daughter.
daughter.
She was
That's
the
so
last.
sweet.
She stopped and addressed
did
everybody
pictures
and said
and-
thank you and
Yeah.
a
Yeah, it was
heartfelt
really
little
cool.
thing. And she was the last person to go into yeah.
Yep, through the
That's
line.
nice.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. But okay, so there is a conspiracy about that.
Oh,
They didn't have any closing merchandise on this.
like they had sold out of stuff and it's been sold out and they never restocked.
No,
Or-
like
They
they didn't
Oh,
have
oh,
any.
nothing to
this is
celebrate the
closing,
closing.
Yeah, the closing of whatever. Right?
Oh.
They said, "Oh,
Right.
the last day you've got this." Blah blah blah. They don't have anything like that.
That's weird Disney, you would
Because
think
the
would do something
theory
like
is that they're moving it over to where they're gonna be, which they actually announced that they're gonna be taking over Rocking Roller Coaster from Aerosmith.
Oh,
I think I
and
knew something about
The
that. though.
Mayhem is actually gonna be the band.
The band, yeah,
in the
yeah.
ride.
right?
so fun.
And next door, they're thinking they may be putting the theater back in.
Oh, so if they put the theater back in, then they can do a
The
new
show
Muppet.
would be back in.
Oh, nice.
So that's why there's no
nice.
merch. I mean, that's the theory.
So
it's a stretch.
that it might
to be
not be
honest.
gone just
That's
yet.
a lot of thinking. And then they're
Can't
also
get rid of the Muppets that easy.
Right. And then next is they're closing the areas in Frontierland in Disney World.
Oh, yeah, to
Or
do
in
Cars
Kingdom-
World.
Magic Kingdom for the Cars World. They're closing the Tom Sawyer Island and the boat.
Yep.
And they're behind that is going to be behind the Cars Land is the Villains Land.
Gotcha.
So
yeah.
that's going to be 2 separate sections.
Cars Land is my favorite.
Really?
At California Adventure. I love it so much.
Yeah, so they're going to have it. It's going to be
I've never been
different
to the
from
Cars
Cars
Land.
Land, but
I've
it
always
is
wanted
going to
to
be
go.
that same scenario. The ride is still going to be that kind of a ride.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And they're going to have the side rides too, but I think it's going to have a different theme, like layout than what's at there. And I think they can really work it out. But they're closing also Monsters Inc., which was the one in California's Disneyland.
Yeah.
Because they're putting in Avatar World there.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So they're putting an Avatar World in there, which is going to have a ride similar to the Pirates ride at Shanghai Disney, a boat ride, which is a lot better than the freaking boat ride they've got now at the one in Animal Kingdom, because that sucked.
Yeah, I heard that
was
not
horrible.
So I have a big question for you, real quick, which we can remember where we're at, so we can circle back to it. But so have either of you ever done the VIP tour at Disney?
Oh, no.
That is too expensive.
That was my next
There
question,
is a
because
lot of money to that.
I started looking into it, and it's a minimum of 7 hours that you have your person taking you around, and the rate can start at $450 an hour to going up to $900, depending if you're in peak season or on a week like a Saturday, or
when you go. Right.
On top of all of that, you still have to pay for your park tickets.
Yep.
And you are expected to tip your tour guide 20% off of your bill.
On top of that.
So quick math, $900
an hour times 7 is
that is per person.
$6,300 per person.
Yeah, and and that was the one thing I never could find anything on. They said each tour guide can take up to 11 people, and I'm like, but yeah, is that hourly rate per person?
It's got to be,
because that's outrageous.
Okay, but wait, if you can have 11 people and it's $450 an hour, let's say
off peak,
that's like $40 a person.
Yeah,
per hour. That's a good deal to get through it. You don't have to buy a fast pass. You don't have to do all that stuff, right?
The lightning lanes, or is that what it is?
Yeah, the lightning lanes,
I mean, you'd still be, what did you say, 7 hours?
Minimum 7 hours, but some you can extend up to 10 hours.
So it would be like $300 extra dollars.
Yeah.
To be basically a princess for the day.
Yeah. So
I
that's
might
my
do
question.
That with 11 people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because then it's actually worth it if it breaks that way. Because there's no way they can charge each individual person $450 in a group of 11 people.
And the tickets
your park ticket's not paid for.
Okay, I'm in. When are we going?
I don't know. I think we need to try to put this together.
Let's do
We've got
There's
11.
no way you could get to multiple parks.
I've got
in
5.
7 to 10 hours.
I think that must just. I haven't seen them at Animal Kingdom.
Okay, I'll see if I can find the video. I saw the video. This is what triggered all this on my Instagram. So let me see if I can find the video, and I'll send it to you guys.
I would love that.
And then you can see,
and I'll do research.
And then start digging, because I did some research. And I couldn't find anything that said if it was individual or that's a group rate. Your tour guide's $450 an hour, because still she's making bank.
A lot.
Yeah,
absolutely, for 7 hours.
Yeah,
oh my gosh! And then you're tipping 20% on top of that.
She's making the 20%. She or he making
off
the 20%.
Your tour guide
plus their
the $450
goes
right to the Disney Corporation. Of which
because she's probably an hourly. She probably had an hourly employee who then gets a tip.
Right.
Yeah. So you're expected.
You have to work there for, I forget how long it is before you can be one of those tour guides.
You have to know everything about the park, and you have to know. Yes. Yeah, you have to be very hardcore into not into hardcore Disney, but you know what I'm saying. And
yes, but
Joanne's like, no, I don't.
That almost went over my head.
Joanne's like, no, I don't get. Oh wait, I got it.
Yes, I got it.
I got it.
Finally,
yes. So that was my question. If you had seen if either one of you done the VIP, but Joanne's got a very good thing. If we can get a group rate and we can all do the VIP for that cost, that I totally would be down with 11 people to do that.
Totally. If my math is correct, and I suck at math, so it could be totally wrong.
We'll look into it.
Okay. Well, there's a correction.
Still might be. There's your correction.
Your own correction.
Let me break out the calculator.
Correct.
I'll make a spreadsheet.
So Bob Iger, that wasn't the last of it. Bob Iger got on and did some announcing of his own, and announced that they're expanding the Marvel campus also, and adding 2 rides. That's the one in California.
Yeah.
And then they're adding a Coco ride behind the Pixar Pier, which is at California also.
Okay.
And then here in Animal Kingdom, which I think is going to take over Dinosaur Land, and Encanto and Indiana Jones ride.
Yeah, I heard that.
And the Indiana Jones ride is probably because it's the same mechanism that's on Dinosaur.
Yeah, and they can just make it like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, they'll just
which would be awesome.
Save the track, revamp it.
Did they close the other Indiana Jones?
No, that's still
in California.
That's there.
Oh, no! Oh, the other Indiana Jones, isn't that the show though?
No, there's a show
like the truck
at Disney.
Oh, the
at
truck
World,
one. Yeah.
But at
right,
Land,
yes.
they have one.
Oh, the dinosaur one, that was with Ellen, right?
Yeah. No. That was Energy. That was the Energy.
Was it Jenna Elfman?
This one was the one that was the movie Dinosaur, where the comet comes in and then he wipes out his family, and he's an orphan and lives with mammals. And
okay,
I don't know that one.
I don't
an
know that one
animated
either.
one, but yeah.
Oh my gosh! So that was the last thing you had, the Bob Iger thing.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so Joanne, hit us with the news.
Oh my gosh! How long has it been since I've been here? So much has happened.
It's been 3 weeks. Hit us with the TS news.
There it
Okay.
is.
Well, first I want to quickly just tell you that the Justin Baldoni Blake Lively lawsuit has been dropped. I
so
was
it's
in
over.
shock.
Okay, his against her.
His against her and
Right.
his against the New York Times.
Yes.
Correct.
Oh,
And
interesting twist.
It's kind of made waves, and she's like, I just want to stand up for all women, blah, 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 whatever.
Right.
So now,
No, whatever. They should
yeah, it's
be
true.
more strong female. Yeah.
But the lawsuit didn't, I don't know. Anyway, so it's gone back and forth, in the past couple of weeks since I've been here. It's done the ping pong. She's been bad. He's been bad. So now he's bad again. So just to update everybody.
So just so
he's
we know,
bad
he's
again.
still
He's
bad.
bad. Blake has won.
I think he was bad last time.
Right.
So
Just
Blake
your
has
boy.
won.
He was bad last time, but then he was good, and now he's bad.
Okay. Way to go, Mrs. Deadpool.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Cool.
in Taylor Swift news,
Yeah.
we did not get Reputation TV on
We
May the
did not.
26th. She did not show up for
And
what was it?
I thought that was a new channel because my wife kept
Rep
saying
TV?
that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rep TV.
Totally.
And I'm like, is that Taylor's new TV
that
station?
on
TV, but it's Taylor's version, Dave.
Dish?
That's Reputation is the name of one of Taylor Swift's records, and she's been re-recording all of her Taylor's versions.
Right.
And
So she can
Reputation
own
hasn't
it,
come
right?
out yet. Well, now now
yes.
she does own all of her own stuff.
That's the big news, everybody.
Big news. For,
And I've been thinking, I wanted to talk to you, Pern, about this
Yes.
because you know all the stuff. So
Not really, but
Taylor
yeah.
spent upwards of $350 million
to buy back
her own stuff.
Yeah, that's
Which
a
is
steal.
great. It's been like this huge celebration in the Swiftiverse, whatever you call
Right.
it.
Right.
So my question for you is, when you do a record deal, what are you signing away?
Everything.
Everything. Why? And you would do that as a musician. You would do that because you
you're
want to be
desperate.
published.
You're desperate. You want to be on a label. You want that, that your whole dream is to get on a record label and record records
Right.
and do all this stuff. And a standard record contract from the label is a 6-album deal. So for 6 records, the band's not going to make any money because all the money's going back to the studio. But then the record company, they're so nice to give you money up front to go record your record. Wait a second, pump the brakes. You just signed me to a record deal. Why shouldn't you front the money? But they give you a loan up front for you to go to record. And then when your album starts to sell, they take royalties back to pay off that loan that they gave you to record the record for their company. It is so screwed up the way. That's why bands don't make that sign these record deals. They don't make money off the album sales. They make their money off touring and off of merchandise.
Okay.
And because they've signed this bad 6-year deal, which is very standard in the industry because they didn't know any better.
So Taylor, when she would sing all of her songs in concert. So my big question is with the Eras Tour. She did not own the first 6 albums.
Right.
But she was able to sing the songs.
So here's the question. On the Eras Tour, did she sing only old songs that she had already re-recorded and re-released minus the Reputation record? Was everything else a TS version?
No, because she did a huge
Or
Reputation
TV,
set. She did songs from Fearless. She did songs from Speak Now, Red.
Okay, so she had
She did
stuff
all of
that
those.
was there that
She did all of her
performing
Yeah,
rights,
how does that work?
There is a portion that would have to go back, but she can say that any of those songs that she recorded as Taylor's versions,
right.
she can always say like, oh, well, no, I played that version live. I played Taylor's version live. So she doesn't have to pay royalties back on that stuff.
Yeah, so then she only had debut and reputation
that for those songs every night, and the rest of them she can claim them as that she was doing Taylor's version of them. Exactly, not the studio version.
So they would have gotten some money for her to be able to sing those
because they still owned the rights to those songs.
Up.
Yeah, exactly. And the whole deal. So it was huge that she's, she paid $350 million to get everything back. That's a steal. That is a steal for her.
I think originally they offered her like a $600 million.
Oh wow!
For it, and it's been ongoing for many years. She said,
yeah. It wasn't like an overnight deal that's been done, but she now owns all the rights to her original music and doesn't have to re-record stuff, even though the reputation is still not done because she's apparently not in the right place.
Well, okay, so she said,
I think that's what my wife told me.
She said
she was a much
she's not
angrier
that person anymore.
Then?
Yeah, she's not that person. But then she said it was also the only album she's felt could not be better. The songwriting,
she
the music, the production.
It felt like it was done.
It was done.
Gotcha.
And so she recorded, I think, 3 songs from it.
Oh, okay.
And then nothing more. But she said debut is done.
Right.
So that one will probably come out.
So she still has
soon.
those other 2. Yeah.
She still has those 2, yeah. But Reputation TV will never come out.
Hey, Dave, let's talk about the new David Lee Roth record. Just kidding. Dave's been sitting over there quiet like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, I'm going over to the next topic.
Dave's like, okay, next. I'm done with Taylor Swift news. Okay,
she also said that like she has had new or younger musicians come up to her thanking her for
showing them
this fight for them, so they can negotiate better deals. So again,
so in the long run,
trailblazer, amazing philanthropist, generally all around great person.
Absolutely. And you guys next tour, my wife and you are going to see her all over the country.
I love it.
You guys can follow her like the Grateful Dead.
We can rent an RV.
You could. And you guys can go around the country
a microbus.
Doing Taylor Swift summer tour.
An electric microbus.
An electric microbus.
Perfect.
Yeah, exactly. That is too funny.
That's awesome.
Oh, hey.
You guys are way too excited about
Joanne.
that.
Yes.
Joanne brought a taste test.
Oh my gosh.
Food. We love food here.
Let's eat.
I brought a lot of food, and you'll have to tell me if you have already tried this stuff yet. So I went to Trader Joe's.
Is it Trader Joe's?
We haven't tried any of it.
No.
Okay.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I went with my nephew and my daughter, and they were like, "Oh my God, you have to get this! You have to get this!" That's why we have so much.
There's so much.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh my God, you bought all this stuff?
Jesus.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, let's get into it.
Okay, so we're
just
going
reach in the bag and.
No, there's a particular order.
Oh, there is an order.
Oh, there's an order.
Oh, there's a pecking order.
You need some time to get collected.
I
can pan with some news if you want.
Oh, okay.
The first item we have is Sprinkle Jangle.
Sprinkle Jangle. You mentioned that before.
Yeah,
and I had never tried Sprinkle Jangle.
Okay, so last time I mentioned Jingle Jangle.
Yeah.
That is the holiday version of Sprinkle Jangle.
Okay.
And it comes in a tin.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
It's a big tin. This is Sprinkle Jangle. And it also comes for dogs, which I brought your puppies.
She did. She opened this can for the treats for the dogs, and they were like, "Ooh, what's that?" Oh, God.
Puppies love the Sprinkle Jangle. So similar things in here. So this is just a mix.
Sounds lovely.
A cheerful mix of fan favorite candy treats.
Okay.
So you can
it's just a mix of stuff. It's like a trail mix of
candy.
But the trail pieces are huge.
Okay.
So it's like pretzels and nonpareils and little teeny tiny peanut butter cups.
I think I got one of each. Dave, I'm passing this around
some chocolate bark.
Okay.
You have to get a variety though.
Yeah. Okay, I'm chewing already.
Okay.
God. Smells good.
Smells like a crunchy
It's like a bar.
A crunch bar. Yeah.
I think it might have popcorn in it.
Is that what it is?
I'm not sure. Maybe I should look.
Popcorn.
I should look on the back.
Yeah, I'm allergic to popcorn.
Oh, Nikes. Okay. Well, Dave, you have the bag. Take a look at it.
Oh, I have the bag. I don't see any ingredients. Oh, wait, here we go. Candy yogurt pretzels. Oh, yum. Peanut butter cups, dark chocolate peanut butter cups, candy spring gems.
I just got a peanut butter cup.
It just says broken pieces of dark chocolate JoJo's cookie bar.
JoJo's. JoJo's are the Oreo
Oh, okay.
type cookie. Okay,
and then
you're fine.
nonpareils
You're fine.
And then toffee. I'm
Yeah.
joking. I'm not allergic to popcorn. I'm joking.
Oh, dude, you never know these days.
I worked at a theater.
That's true.
That is true.
I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, now this next one is.
Well, hold on. With the
sorry.
dip, there's no way I could just throw the whole thing in my mouth with that many different flavors. I had to pick them out one at a time.
Yeah.
Here, I'll
That's
leave
how
it
I
here
am
so
too.
you can-
I couldn't
We'll
have
go
like
back to 'em.
5
We'll
different
get-
things in
yeah.
my mouth.
Let's leave them there. We'll put stuff back there.
And that's a weird thing that I get called on all the time is that I eat my food separate. Like if I had everything on my plate, mashed potatoes, chicken, and then a vegetable like broccoli, I'd have to finish the one thing.
Yeah,
Before you go to the
that's the
next.
correct way to eat.
Right.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
How can you do that with that mash bag of crap?
You have.
Well, I had it in my
Everything's
hand,
so
and then of course
big.
the chocolate's starting to melt, and I'm like, I gotta get to the next piece and eat
Right.
it.
I've got to finish it. Yeah. So my
Yeah.
hands are all mushy. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, you'd have to put them like in a little bowl, like a little.
Yeah.
Right. And then pick it
And
out.
then eat 'em out of the bowl.
It's for entertaining.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you put
good.
that in a little
Okay, so the next thing you got.
The next one.
So you can have other people's germs all
Exactly.
over your food. Perfect.
Yes.
It's a party.
This is my nephew's choice. Shout out to
Okay.
Cormac.
Cormac.
Root beer float pieces.
Okay.
This is vanilla sandwich cookie pieces with popping candy.
Oh,
You know, you
Jesus.
love that. Covered in a root beer flavored confectionery coating.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Very, very specific description.
Wow, this is just a bag of diabetes, right?
I have the big bag of
The
diabetes.
big bag of
next to me.
diabetes. Oh, it's okay, cool. Oh my gosh, okay. Well, those look great. Let's take a look at this. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to take
They
two of these.
smell really good.
Oh my God, they
almost-
smell like root beer.
Yeah.
They almost taste like root beer Whoppers.
Oh, really?
They made a root beer
Oh, with the
Whopper.
malt?
That's what it would be. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
That makes sense.
Okay. Okay, yeah. That is very root beery.
Yeah, very
I do
root
like
beery.
that though.
Yeah.
This is totally different. Are you getting the pop?
No.
Oh, I
Is there a pop?
I didn't get a
the
pop either.
Okay, I'll have to try those again afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. What's next?
Okay, I got these because they made me giggle. Scandinavian swimmers.
Oh, Jesus.
Hello.
They're like
Hello.
they are the Trader Joe's equivalent of Swedish fish.
Okay, yeah. I was going a different
okay.
way, but yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yep,
And
I
the
see now.
orange ones are supposed to be really good.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
That one.
I'm definitely going to have to rinse before I try these.
Oh my god.
Oh, I have to try an orange one.
I think I like those more than Swedish fish.
They probably have a
Yeah,
better
that's
flavor.
that's what the children said as well. They
I
like
think I
them
like
better
those
than
more than
Swedish
Swedish.
fish.
Yeah.
Now they have only lobsters.
What?
So I don't know if there are lobsters in with the fish in that, but there is a separate bag that's just
I
lobsters.
didn't
Oh, the
even- I didn't
reds.
even-
The
The
reds are
reds.
lobsters.
Oh, I
Yes.
just took one of the fish and add
Yeah,
that.
they're all
Yeah.
different kinds of fish, but the lobsters are red.
So the
okay.
lobsters are really good,
Try
and
a
they
red.
come in little bags.
Hold on, let me find the red. Hold on, you guys talk. I'm finding the
Okay,
red one.
so that is not the same consistency of a Swedish fish, but it's a little
Okay.
more gummier than. But yeah, those
Yeah,
are
the
better
lobsters
than
were
that.
like floppy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really like that stuff.
No,
I
that's
don't think I've
good.
ever had a Swedish fish.
Those are good.
Okay,
The
so
swimmers.
I buy those.
you had the
You swallow
JoJo.
some Scandinavian swimmers.
I'll take some swimmers.
You take the Scandinavian
Right to the
swimmers
mouth.
and yeah, right shot to the face, right?
Yes,
right to the mouth.
definitely. Yeah, more
Yep.
than one.
Sorry, Joanne. Go ahead, Joanne.
You had a taste of the JoJo in the Sprinkle Jangle.
I
yes,
think we
the
did.
JoJo.
So the JoJo is an Oreo type cookie, and they have lots of different flavors of JoJo. In the summer, spring and summer, they have the ube JoJos. You all are familiar with ube?
With eBay, yeah, I've sold a lot
Yeah.
of shit on eBay. Yeah.
It's a purple yam from Asia,
Okay.
and it's very popular, especially in Trader Joe's. They have ube pancake mix. They have these are ube JoJos.
It's
Okay.
purple.
So that and
Yes, it's purple.
Okay.
Vanilla flavored sandwich cookie with ube cream and an ube and yogurt candy coating.
I am slightly terrified to try this.
Yeah, now I'm a little terrified. Plus, you've got us mixing our flavors. We started chocolate, and
I
then we
know.
went fruity, and then
I
we're
know.
chocolate
I
again.
was trying to
We're all over
organize
the place.
them based on like
Oh, sweet Jesus thing's
flavor.
huge.
It
It's
is
huge.
huge.
The
We
best
have to eat
thing
the whole
is
thing?
they
Yeah.
also the JoJo's come in peanut butter, so they're chocolate covered with peanut butter. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot one thing that was supposed to come earlier.
Oh, they're supposed. We're out of order.
Yes.
I can wait on this. I cannot eat it. I can
already
wait.
did.
Oh, you already put
You
it
can
in
do
your
that.
mouth?
This will be a
Okay.
palate cleanser.
Ugh. Oh, it tastes like it has coconut in it.
Oh, you think?
Oh, I don't know.
It's very sweet, right?
It is crazy sweet, but maybe that's the ube I'm tasting.
Okay, to
Or
me,
the vanilla cream.
to me, it tastes
Maybe.
like crunchy mashed potatoes.
Ooh.
You're getting mashed potato in that?
Some of them.
I think it's the yogurt. The yogurt?
Maybe. I don't know. I can't finish this.
I actually
Where's
don't
the
mind
refuse
this.
spa?
Hold on. Can you grab a tissue out of there, John?
Please.
Where is it?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
That's the first time
Poor Dave.
I haven't actually. I finished the coconut thing.
Did you finish the cedar candy? Whatever the pine
Yes.
candy?
Well, we couldn't. We popped one. So we did finish.
Okay.
Oh, no, I did spit that out.
All right.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't
The
mind this.
pine.
I'm enjoying this.
It was the pine one.
It says that it's totally tubular tuber.
It's gross. I'm sorry.
A tribute
It
to
did
this
not-
It is
totally.
weird. I wish I had some water right now.
Ugh, I'm glad I have a Coke.
Do we need to pause?
We might.
Oh, good.
All right,
It's,
here's the palate cleanser of a little peanut butter cup. And the reason I like these, Dave.
Yeah. Oh, I
Oh,
got
sorry.
The reason you like these, Dave.
They're dark chocolate.
Oh, okay.
I don't like dark chocolate.
no.
I love dark chocolate.
And the
I mean,
I
eat it.
love Reese's.
Yes.
But once I
Who
discovered
doesn't?
these, I can't eat Reese's the same way because these are
Serious?
so much better. They also have milk chocolate.
Well, I don't know if I want to eat it, if that's going to ruin me for real chocolate.
One won't, but when you buy them in the tub, like I have in my
The
house,
tub. Wait, how big's the tub?
it's pretty big.
Is it like
It's like
Costco
a-
sized
Oh
tub?
no, not quite. Maybe like half a Costco size.
Oh,
tub.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I still have gummy stuff in my teeth.
No. What's next?
Next, we have my favorite popcorn. Again, up here.
Popcorn.
It's called Synergistically,
Okay.
and it is tangy, salty, smoky, spicy. And
Okay.
you can't really explain it. And the first time you try it, you may be like, "This is weird," and then it grows on you, and you eat the entire bag.
Wow.
Hey, somebody talking. We're eating popcorn.
Well, that was a really good peanut butter cup.
Yeah. Do you like the dark?
I do.
Yeah.
And it is definitely different as far as what
Yeah. And the
What's
peanut
coming at
butter,
me?
the peanut butter is creamier too. I think.
yeah, I would agree. It's not as
It's not as, like,
sweet
packed.
as that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
It's weird, right?
That is very weird.
But it's good.
It's very weird.
Tangy,
'Cause
salty, smoky, spicy. How do you have so much in
I
one
have
bite?
no idea. It's magic. It's the magic of
The only
Trader
thing it's
Joe's.
missing
I'm
is
gonna
sweet.
I'm gonna wait on those.
Yeah. I
I'm
think
not
you
sure
could
about that.
you could like coat it with some white chocolate or something, like drizzle some chocolate on it, and then you get the sweet, and then it would be everything.
We'll have to revisit that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about that one. But yeah, I kind of get it. But yeah.
So
Am I holding all of them now?
No,
Or?
hold on.
sorry.
Okay.
This, you
It's all
know,
moving back and forth.
do you like an everything bagel?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Trader Joe's.
Hey, I'm honest.
Trader Joe's has the seasoning that's everything but the bagel, and it's the seasoning that's
Oh, I have
on the
that.
bagel. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I have
So
that.
this is everything but the bagel kettle chips.
Oh,
Okay.
sweet.
Okay.
So
Kettle
they're,
chips.
they're very
Down with that.
very seasoned.
Okay. Yep.
Now these are my favorite. My second favorite chips from Trader Joe's are the dark russet. It's like the practically burned chips.
Right.
Oh, they're so good. And then the olive oil potato chips.
Oh, okay.
Basically, I go to Trader Joe's for snack food.
Oh, I dig
Obviously.
these.
What do you think?
I dig these.
Yeah, they're good, huh?
I don't know. Is there sour cream in this?
Oh my God,
I
that's a
don't-
lot.
I don't think there might be cream cheese. We'll never know.
It's cream cheese or sour cream. We don't know.
We're just going to read the back of the bag, right?
Yes, garlic and onion with flavors full of poppy and sesame seeds, and then that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was about
It's
it.
all the stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
So that is your dinner for tonight.
Oh my gosh. What is this thing?
Good Lord.
What
This is the
that?
peanut butter cups.
Oh, that was.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
the
is
peanut
the
butter
small
cups were in
bag.
there, a little bag. I was like, wait,
This
you
is
have
a
one more
small
bag
bag.
there. I was like, what is that? And that was the
I
peanut butter cups.
didn't know about dark chocolate with you, Pern, actually.
I don't hate
know
dark
why
chocolate. I don't hate it. I will eat it.
but you prefer the milk.
Oh, I prefer milk chocolate
Yeah.
night and day over.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can get these in milk. If you like the
Okay.
peanut butter, then you can get them in milk.
Gotcha.
And that'll be
Okay.
fine. I'll still be friends with you.
Okay, cool.
I need some more swimmers.
Well, remember, I do the editing. Oh, you want some more Scandinavian swimmers?
Throw some swimmers at me.
No, yeah, right.
Right in
Oh,
my mouth.
hold on, got to work them up here. I gotta
Get going.
get
Prime the
I gotta
swimmers.
get the bag open real nice and slow.
Open it up for me.
Let me. Oh, one of those resealable bags too. So when you reseal it, you just
Yeah, you can-
stroke it
yeah, you just
really
gotta get
light
it going.
because if you don't get it right lined up, it totally won't. Yeah,
Funnily-
it won't swim for you.
all of these things are resealable except for the chips and the popcorn, which you want to be resealable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, about the only
what
thing,
the hell?
right?
What the hell, Trader Joe's?
I
I'm never
know.
going there again.
No,
oh wait, I haven't been there yet.
Take your swimmers back.
It's you live like right down the street from it.
Oh, I know. There's like 16 around of
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
right
there's
on the
2
street.
new ones in Leesburg now.
Right.
There's another new one.
Oh, no, just the one.
Just
Sorry.
the one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There's a Sprouts, too.
All right, Dave,
I
can you
love
hit
the
us with some
Sprouts.
food news?
I could if you could take your swimmers back.
Oh my gosh, I'll take your Scandinavian swimmers any day.
Those are yours, not mine. Okay, so yeah, food news. So
Wait, did that sound gay?
Did that
Hold
sound?
on.
That
It's
was
Pride Month. Go
We're
Pride.
close enough. We're close
Pride
enough.
Month.
We know that.
Absolutely.
So I'm getting in my feed in Instagram this wonderful little news report that is all food news, and it's interesting because it's not just some guy talking. There's a character in SpongeBob that does news reports, and it's a fish, and it's basically a fish, and they just move his little mouth like it's a clay.
Oh yeah.
fish.
Like it's like green screen, just some like mouth on top of it.
And
Yeah.
it's a talking fish, and he goes breaking news, and it's really cool. This is what I get in my feed now, are breaking news stories that are all food related. And it's him talking
Breaking
in the
news.
voice. Yes, it is
my
perfect. Some
That's very
of these
niche.
are from that. So it's called his Talking Fish News 0 on Instagram, just to give him credit. Anyway, so
Cool.
some of these things are coming out. There was a recall on...
And if he knows somebody at Epic Universe that wants to fly us down for, okay, sorry, I'm sorry.
Right,
Go back.
on
Yeah.
Instagram too.
Yep, sorry.
Companies are scrambling to reformulate foods that are at risk because they're being removed from shelves. California has now banned certain chemical additives like red dye 3, titanium dioxide, and propylparaben.
Don't know that
Certain
one.
feeds-
Sorry.
These are certain foods you can find in Skittles, Little Debbie cakes, Gatorade, and energy drinks.
Wow.
They will be removed starting like right away. I think like soon. Like what happens is in June and July is usually the turnaround when government.
Oh yeah, when the new
bills
things
come
go
through.
into order.
Yeah. So that's happening, but New York might be next. So you might be seeing these additives coming through everything. So these companies are scrambling to get different flavors in there, and it has been a
gotcha.
thing.
Right.
And I have Mickey D's has got a few new releases coming out.
Okay.
There's a new rumored F1 themed meal with a
Oh, to go along with
die-cast
the movie?
Formula One car. Yeah.
Ooh,
Which
that'd
is
be
the
cool.
Brad Pitt one, right?
Right. That'd be kind of cool to get a little Matchbox because they've
Right.
done Matchbox cars in the past.
Yeah.
So they have one that's themed McDonald's car, and then they have another one that's themed from the movie, the car.
Cool.
So
Nice.
that's that. And then they're also doing.
Are those the adult Happy Meals or the kid Happy Meal?
They have
It's
adult
It's a
Happy
real
Meals?
meal.
You
It's a
didn't know
themed
that?
meal.
No.
Yeah.
These are the
I never
themed.
go to McDonald's.
Oh yeah. They have,
This is like the double
You miss out.
cheeseburger meal or something like a Big Mac meal. This would
Okay.
be the adult one.
Oh, so it'd be an adult meal.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
And then they're releasing a Hershey's S'mores McFlurry with graham cracker and marshmallows, and it's going to have the Hershey's chocolate in it. And this thing looked just packed with stuff. Like it is really
Gotcha.
good.
Okay.
Walmart had a few recalls on baked beans, lean cuisine, tortilla chips, and celery sticks. And this seems to be a theme where a lot more of these food things, because there was just one for tomatoes that wiped out like a lot of tomatoes across the country.
my goodness.
And so there's been that kind of a thing.
Has there been anything crazier happen?
Crazier than tomatoes.
Crazier than that?
No, I don't
Are
think
there
so.
any crazy stories? Okay. You said you had a ton of food news. I just want to make sure that
Dave
there's
is
something
our
crazy
PSA.
coming up.
I do. I have a
Okay.
Stanley is recalling the switchback mug.
Okay.
Supposedly the lid shrinks when it gets hot.
Right, and it explodes and shoots off across the room.
Right.
Yeah,
and
I've seen that.
burns
I've seen
people.
videos of that.
It's
yeah.
There's
poltergeist.
videos- Yeah, there's
Stanley
videos of just
is cursed.
blowing off the mug.
Oh my gosh, you guys are crazy.
There's an Arby's in Colonial Heights, Virginia that is listed as the largest. It's over
largest
7,000 square
Arby's.
feet, seats 170 plus people inside and outside, and has a giant dessert station, rotisserie chickens that you can take home with you.
Wow.
And also, and all the different favorites all through the store. Denny's has announced an all-you-can-eat pancake
Okay.
for $5.99. You get the first one is you get 3 in the stack, and then after that you get 2 each time. Wendy's is releasing a Baconator with Cheez-Its, which makes no
I
sense
saw
to
that.
me.
I saw that. I'm like, ew.
I didn't even see it though. What is it in the bun? Is it in the burger?
Now, a
Is it on
Cheez-It
top?
bun would be good.
I think it's a Cheez-It bun,
Yeah.
as I
That would
recall.
be
But I
good.
was just like, no. As soon as they said Cheez-Its in a
It's
no.
just going to be cheese flavored, right?
Whatever.
I mean, anyway, and then last I got Bush's Baked Beans is getting together with Bluey's and releasing a Bluey's Baked Beans.
Oh, okay.
And there you go.
Which is the cartoon dog, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Bluey.
Which is like
Yeah,
super huge now.
Yeah,
Bluey.
famous. Yes.
Bluey.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So our NHL, let's go to NHL real quick because I'm getting tired and ready to wrap up. Okay.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was
cool.
it. We're skipping news of the weird
And celebrations.
and celebrations. Screw both of them.
Fuck you.
bad.
Okay.
Fuck you, people. Yeah, perfect.
So in the Stanley Cup Finals
Yes.
right now, they've played 3 games and Florida is up 2-1. And Edmonton, this last game just looked completely lost.
Really?
And I don't know. We'll see. Florida looks like they're ready to win back-to-back Stanley Cups. So
Wow.
which which is be awesome. We'll have to see how that goes on this coming week.
Yep.
See if that wraps up.
That'll be
And then
good.
we'll be done with hockey for the summer.
Finally.
Can you believe it? Into like July
Finally.
almost.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wow.
well, Joanne, thank you for coming out again,
guys,
and thank you for bringing us
amazing.
food and just
Anytime.
The thing is, we haven't seen each other in so long, and like you walked in tonight, and it was like we haven't missed a day.
Those
you
are
know?
the
And
best
it was
kind of friends, right?
Absolutely. It was just like, oh, hey, yeah, come on in. Okay, yeah.
I have
let's talk
turned
sex.
into such a hermit. Like, this is such a treat to get out and
I gotcha.
see you guys. And
Well, anytime that you are back in town from Texas,
I will let you know.
let me know on the next Tuesday, and we'll definitely.
Well, I'm
get you
probably
in.
going to have to come back because I had to go to the dentist again, and now I have to get the
Yeah.
gum graft.
So we'll see you
Oh,
next
that'll
month.
be great.
Okay, so next month we could be up
Perfect.
again.
You won't be able to eat anything because you'll be all
I know,
surgery.
that's
Oh,
what they
that's true.
said.
Yeah,
So-
you'll be
I'm
wired
falling
shut or
apart.
something.
I'm
Yeah.
falling apart.
Something like that.
Don't age, kids.
That's
Believe
perfect,
me,
exactly.
I've said that for years. All right, so Dave, I will see you next week.
Definitely.
All right, bye.
We won't have this much food, though. I mean,
I'm going to send Dave some honey from my neighborhood.
Oh, okay,
I'll have
cool.
to make a honey something.
Okay.
That'll be good.
All right, hey, do you want to try that again?
Yes.
Okay, I'll see you guys next week.
See
Bye.
you then. Bye.
Bye.
Fern and Dave, Let's Talk is brought to you by, well, Fern and Dave. And
Tauntaun Steakhouse.
they taste better on the grilled side. And the good people at
Ohio.
Absolutely worth leaving Indiana for.
Till next time.